Welcome to my YouTube channel, InfiniteSource. Unlocking the power of knowledge and wisdom. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.
Discovering the power of self-care. Achieving conscious happiness through mindfulness and compassion. Welcome to our video on achieving conscious happiness with self-care. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to neglect our physical and emotional well-being in pursuit of our goals and ambitions. In this video, we'll explore the importance of self-care in achieving conscious happiness and discuss practical tips and strategies for integrating self-care into our daily lives. So, whether you're new to self-care or looking to deepen your practice, join us on this journey towards a happier and more fulfilling life. Conscious happiness is more than just a fleeting feeling of joy or pleasure. It is a deep and sustained sense of well-being and fulfillment that comes from living a meaningful and intentional life. Achieving conscious happiness requires us to cultivate awareness, acceptance, gratitude, compassion, intention, and presence in our lives, and to approach each moment with a sense of mindfulness and purpose. Research has shown that people who experience a greater sense of well-being and happiness tend to have better physical health, stronger relationships, and greater success in their personal and professional lives. Moreover, conscious happiness is not just beneficial for ourselves, but for the world around us. When we are happy and fulfilled, we are more likely to contribute to our communities and engage in acts of kindness and compassion towards others. We are also more likely to make positive contributions to the environment and the world at large. Here's a real-life story about the importance of achieving conscious happiness. There was once a woman named Sarah who had a successful career, a loving family, and a comfortable life. But despite her external success, she felt unfulfilled and unhappy on the inside. She constantly felt stressed and anxious, and was always striving for more, thinking that the next promotion or achievement would finally bring her the happiness she craved. One day, Sarah came across an article about conscious happiness and decided to explore the idea further. She started practicing mindfulness and gratitude, and began to focus on the present moment rather than constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. As she continued to practice mindfulness, Sarah realized that true happiness was not about achieving external success or material possessions, but about cultivating a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. She began to recognize the importance of self-care and taking time for herself, and found that this helped her to feel more grounded and centered. As Sarah deepened her mindfulness practice, she began to develop a deeper sense of compassion and connection with others. Sarah's journey towards conscious happiness was not always easy, and there were times when she struggled and felt discouraged. But by staying committed to her practice and focusing on the present moment, she was able to overcome these challenges and experience greater levels of well-being and fulfillment. Today, Sarah is an advocate for conscious happiness and encourages others to prioritize their own well-being and cultivate mindfulness in their daily lives. She recognizes that achieving conscious happiness is a journey that requires patience, dedication, and commitment, but believes that the rewards are well worth the effort. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of achieving conscious happiness in our lives. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and self-care, we can deepen our sense of well-being and make positive contributions to the world around us. To achieve conscious happiness with self-care, we need to start by assessing our own needs and priorities. Some key self-care practices that can help promote conscious happiness include meditation, yoga, deep breathing, journaling, and spending time in nature. These practices can help us to develop a greater sense of self-awareness, reduce stress and anxiety, and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and joy. It also means engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, whether that be spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies or creative outlets, or simply enjoying a good book or movie. By practicing self-care regularly and consistently, we can cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and happiness, and contribute positively to the world around us. Here are some step-by-step self-care practices that can help promote conscious happiness. 1. Assess your needs. Start by identifying areas of your life where you feel stressed or overwhelmed, and prioritize the self-care practices that will help you address these issues. 2. Practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine, such as meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. These practices can help reduce stress and anxiety and cultivate a sense of inner peace and well-being. 3. Set boundaries. Learn to say no when necessary, and prioritize your own needs and well-being. This means setting boundaries with work, social obligations, and other responsibilities to ensure that you have time and space for self-care. 4. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. This means treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and support that you would offer to a friend. 5. Engage in activities that bring joy. Spend time doing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, such as spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies or creative outlets, or simply enjoying a good book or movie. 6. Take care of your body. Prioritize your physical health by engaging in regular exercise, eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and engaging in other activities that support your overall well-being. 7. Connect with others. Cultivate positive relationships with others, and seek out support and connection when needed. Social support is essential for overall well-being and can help promote conscious happiness. 8. Practice gratitude. Cultivate a sense of gratitude by regularly reflecting on the things in your life that you are thankful for. This can help shift your focus towards the positive aspects of your life and foster a sense of contentment and joy. 9. Take breaks. It's important to take regular breaks throughout the day to rest, recharge, and refresh your mind and body. This can involve taking a walk outside, practicing deep breathing, or engaging in other restorative practices that help you relax and unwind. 10. Create a self-care routine. Establish a regular self-care routine that you can incorporate into your daily life. This may involve setting aside time each day or week for self-care practices such as meditation, yoga, or other activities that help you feel grounded and centered. 11. Practice self-awareness. Develop a greater sense of self-awareness by paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations throughout the day. This can help you identify areas of your life that may need more attention or support, and help you make more intentional choices about self-care. 12. Seek support. Don't be afraid to seek out support from friends, family, or a professional therapist or counselor if you need it. Support can help you process difficult emotions, overcome challenges, and cultivate a deeper sense of well-being and happiness. Remember, self-care is not a one-time event, but a consistent practice that requires ongoing commitment and dedication. By prioritizing self-care and making intentional choices that support your well-being, you can achieve greater levels of conscious happiness and fulfillment in your life. In conclusion, self-care is an essential component of achieving conscious happiness. By prioritizing self-care and making intentional choices that support our well-being, we can achieve greater levels of conscious happiness and fulfillment in our lives. By incorporating self-care practices into our daily lives, we can develop a greater sense of self-awareness, deepen our connection with others, and cultivate a more joyful and meaningful existence. I invite you to continue exploring the world of self-care and conscious happiness, and to make these practices a regular part of your life. Together, we can create a more compassionate, connected, and fulfilled world for ourselves and others. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best on your journey towards conscious happiness.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.